my name's Jeremy. This is my first vlog. I have been watching people on YouTube now for quite some time. I never ended up getting into videos myself, but it took a little bit for me to realize you guys might want to see my life too. Um, a little bit, stupid sometimes. I do some stupid things, and I've got a old Honda Civic SIR at home. Like to beat the shit out of it once in a while and do some burnouts, revel in motor dumps, stupid shit like that. But what I want to show you guys today is my 1980 Ford F-150. Got it sitting outside. We're gonna go out and take a look at it here in a bit. It's cold as shit outside. That's why I'm in here explaining to you. Got my Java. So I'm 21, high school dropout. Do a lot of things I really shouldn't do. No drugs, nothing like that. I don't drink. Ended up when I was 16 or 15, sorry. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and we got some strict driving laws up here. I had my dad's truck, pickup truck. We lived in town here in Trenton. I decided I was skipping school that day. I wanted to take the truck for a little tour down to the store and grab a liter of chocolate milk, and I hopped in the truck. I fired it up, let her warm up, pull the driveway. It's a 99 Dodge Ram, 6-inch lift kit, whatever, 35s on it. It was a pretty sweet truck, covered in mud. Back was full of scrap. It was a heat bag. So I'm driving down the street. This is where this all started. All this started right here. I've always been into cars my whole life. I can't go back to before I was into cars. That's just never existed. So that day, when I pulled out of the driveway, I'm on my way down to the West Street Variety, and I drive past my parents' friend's house, and I got this. There was my parents' friends at the time. I got to the store, got my chocolate milk. I'm coming home, and I was doing about I was playing around. I was doing probably 100k, 120k in a 40 zone on West Street, and a cop seen me. Didn't get a chance to catch the plates or anything like that, but about 20 minutes later, after I get home, I got a call. My parents' friends, supposed to be friends, ended up calling the cops and told them my name. I was driving. They had no idea I was doing anything stupid. I was driving fine when I went past their house. Totally sensible. Well, they ended up charging me. That day I went down to the police station. They talked to me, told me it was wrong, everything, whatever. They asked me how I could drive like that. I told them I grew up on dirt bikes, four-wheelers, driving my whole life. The first car I ever drove was an '89 Mustang 5-liter 5-speed. I was about 12 years old. That was the first car I drove on my own. So I ended up getting my learner's license, my G1, and I drove I had that for about a month, and I got a knock on my door. It was about 7 o'clock in the morning. I remember it clear as day, just like it was yesterday. I woke up to a knock on the door. My mom's talking to an officer at the front door. Lady officer, really nice lady. She felt really bad, but it was like a month later. She brought my charges. Charged with no license. She didn't charge me with careless driving. She could have. Yada yada yada. The truck had insurance. The truck had plates. The truck had all that stuff. It was all good to go. But I ended up getting in trouble for that. I had to go to court. They ended up screwing up, and they put me into a youth court with a bunch of delinquents. They put me in youth court. I was there. I was with a few of my friends, delinquent friends. We were all delinquents back in the day, They put me in there, and I ended up finding out that I was in court for driving with the wrong license. So say if I was in a tractor trailer and got caught driving with a G license, yada yada yada, that's what they had me there for. So I was in trouble for driving with the wrong license when really I had no license at all. So they ended up giving me 6 months driving probation. That went all fine and dandy. I didn't really, don't know really how to say this. I didn't really abide by that. I rode my dirt bikes. Like this stipulation's not allowed to drive a lawnmower on your own property. Not allowed to drive a dirt bike. Four-wheeler. It's stupid. Nothing with a motorized. Nothing motorized. Motorized vehicles not allowed. So I was a prohibited driver for a bit, for 6 months. I ended up. Yeah, I got my license back. Got my G2. I got in an accident in Belleville. A lady T-boned me. I got charged with careless driving because I was in a slammed 96 Acura Integra. It was a pretty sweet car. It was a snowstorm. I had ice racing tires. I was flying in the right lane. I switched to the left lane. I was turning left. I stopped. I was waiting for the oncoming traffic to go by. So I started moving, proceed, and I got smoked from the left side, which is oncoming traffic, but she was coming from the other way behind me. She hit me in my driver's door. Well, an off-duty cop seen me driving prior to that, and I ended up getting charged for careless driving. I never did pay my fine. My license got suspended. I kept driving, whatever. I ended up getting charged shortly after with driving with a suspended license, and give or take, got a $1,000 fine for that. But before I even went to court for that, I got charged again a second time in 2002 Chevy S10 4x4. I was pulling onto the 401. I had no insurance, nothing like that on it. Plates off something else, expired 10-day. Still with me with a suspended license. Pulling onto the 401, I had a ride program. I ended up got arrested for that. Got charged with driving under suspension. No insurance. Got the truck impounded. That was the first big one. So right after that, it just kept happening over and over and over again. I never did get my license back, and make a long story short, I ended up doing 45 days in jail by the time I was 20 years old. I ended up spending my 19th birthday in jail for driving, which is kind of stupid. It took me about a year and a half. Now I got my license back. Driving, it's awesome. Pay out my nose for insurance, but I deal with it. That's why I got a 1980 F150 sitting outside. There's a reason why the 99 SIR is at home. It's too fucking expensive for insurance. Pardon my language. So yeah, you guys want to go out and take a look at a big block or what? Let's go. I haven't just put my boots on right now. I haven't bought a camera yet. Just working off the laptop, so I'll just bring you out here. But yeah, I ended up picking up this truck I got it about 2 weeks ago. It was a basket case when I got it. The person had it for doing firewood. They had a great big box built on the back of it. Here, I'll see if I can show you some of the truck. Here it is here. It's got the 351M. It's a big block. I ended up cutting the racks down. They were another 2x6 higher than that. It was about up here. Wasn't really cool. It looked like shit, to be honest with you. I had to rewire the tail lights. I put the original tail lights from the 82 into it. Painted the rims, did some cleaning up, whatever. I guess you guys don't really know what it looked like before, but here's an interior shot of it. it's not too bad for a almost a 40-year-old truck. So, get the sun out of your face here. Give her some pumpage, the old Dave's Farm style, eh? Oh, she fired right up this time. Not too bad. Oh, she's a little cold-hearted, eh? It's got the choke unhooked. It's got the factory 2-barrel carb on it. I unhooked the choke the other day because it was, the choke was on halfway all the time, so I just disconnected it. Probably gonna have to hook it back up because it's winter time here now. Cold as shit out, Canada, eh? But this thing's a pig on gas. I've been driving it daily for the last, yeah, I hear the misfire. It's got a, it needs a tune-up. But I've been driving it daily for the past, say, 3 weeks now, or no, I haven't even had it that long. 2 weeks I've been driving it daily. It's a killer on fuel. So far I've put under 1,000 kilometers on it, and I've already got probably 3 tanks of gas in it. It's not cool at all. Costs minimum $20 to go for a little drive. I'm not bitching. I'm not gonna sit here all day and bitch about it. It's a cool truck. See if she'll idle now. We'll go out. Nope, she won't idle. There we go. She's idling now. The brake booster, she's got a little bit of a hiss in it. You can probably hear that. But yeah, let's go out and take a look at her. Pop the hood here. Well, it looks like I'm not popping the hood today. The handle for the hood release is actually broke off. I don't know if you can see it down there, but the light's crazy today. One of the nicest days lately, but it's still cold. But it sounds pretty mean. You can hear it's got the big block in it. That's pretty much what it sounds like all the time. But yeah, that's all I got to show you for today. That's a dog barking in there, Lucy. She's a St. Bernard Akbosh. You'll see a lot more of her as the videos go on. Let's try and get a little bit of Lucy, what are you doing? Let's go over and see Lucy. She's always got a boot in her mouth. Say hi, Luce. Oh, what are you doing? She's not very friendly. She's a guard dog. She's not very friendly at all, actually. She don't like people. She likes me. You might have heard the phone ringing there a couple seconds ago. That was the old lady Caitlin. She's at work. You'll meet her eventually too. She's crazy. She's crazy. Oh, she's crazy. But yeah, hopefully there's gonna be a lot more videos. A lot more. We'll get some of the some videos, some burnouts, and some crazy shit like that. We got the Honda. We're gonna beat the shit out of that a little bit. We got the. I also got a 2002 Honda Civic SIR. It's Caitlin's. it's pretty sweet. It's a little gold car. It's Euro gold. Progress bar, aluminum race rod, whatever. It's nothing special. It's all stock, but it's a pretty cool little car. It's got the K20A3 in it. Junk motor. The cam's gone in the motor that's in it now. Very common problem for the EP3 Hondas. I have a replacement motor for it, which is going to be going in it soon. It's friggin' cold out. One of these days we'll get at that. I'll show you. We do a lot of lawnmower stuff, welding, turbo builds, blowing shit up. You know, it's cool. We're all rednecks. We know what we're doing. Nobody gets hurt. But anyways, I'll chat with you later. Take care.